Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to Brandeo Collection. It has been some time since I've joined you all here on camera, since we've mainly been doing kind of the off-camera, just voiceover videos for many months now, but I thought it was a good enough time to jump on here and do kind of a channel update video. Talk about kind of the state of our channel, where the future holds, where things are kind of lying, and where things are going right now, and talk about a little bit about how the channel has changed over the last few months, how that's kind of changed my direction as a collector, and all of those different things. So thought it would be exciting to talk about that and go through it, since it's been some time since I've just kind of talked directly to you guys here on our channel. So first, to kind of start off things, you can really see behind me here, we do still have some Hot Toys. Of course, one of my top viewed videos here on the channel is, of course, my video that I posted last year talking about how I'm going to be selling my entire Hot Toys collection. And of course, for those of you who watched that video, you know that I didn't say I was going to actually sell every single figure. I was going to end up saving a few of them, probably. But I did sell a lot since that video. I would say probably somewhere around maybe 20 plus figures have been sold since that video, and that has dwindled it down to kind of the cases you see behind here. And you've noticed a little bit is that a few of them actually don't have Hot Toys in them at all. I have a shelf down at the bottom there in the middle that's all of my kind of Disneyland, Disney World vintage memorabilia. We have some Nightmare Before Christmas stuff mixed in there. And of course, there's some shelves that just have one figure or maybe just two figures on them compared to before. If you've seen some of our older collection videos, there were shelves with 5, 6, maybe more figures crammed on individual detail shelves comparatively to where it is today. So it's really different and much more condensed than anything I've ever had throughout my entire Hot Toys collecting journey. And this is not the end. It is not the end of what you see behind me. I am still in the process of continuing to sell these figures online, and probably as we go through maybe the next 6 months, closer to the end of 2025, I think the majority of my collection is going to be completely gone, and we're going to be fully moved over to a lot of the other passions of collecting that I have, and a lot of the things that we discuss here on our channel. So that's kind of where we're at in the world of Hot Toys collecting. I do still have some Hot Toys on pre-order. I got to be honest with everybody, be honest about that. There were some figures that came in since I did that big video last year. I did get the Deadpool figure from Deadpool and Wolverine. I did get the Hono Studios Wolverine, the comic book version. They're standing right next to each other right now in the middle shelf up at the top there. So those are fantastic figures. I didn't do any videos about them because we've kind of moved away from the Hot Toys specific videos here on our channel, but I do love how those figures look, and I'm really excited to have them in the collection, and they kind of have their own space there because I have the space now to focus on specific figures compared to cramming all of them together. So that's the other plus side to what I still have and what I really want to focus on collecting. Now, when it comes to everything else that's in our collection room here and things that I'm planning on collecting, and where a lot of the videos here on our channel are going to, is I'm still collecting comic books. I am still collecting autographs. Both of those things have, just like Hot Toys, really been reined back to be more specific and pinpointing those comic books I really want to add to the collection, those autographs that I really want to add to the collection that I don't already have, or if it is somebody that I've met before, or at least somebody that I've collected before, that there are pieces there that are very meaningful to me, or if they're not meaningful specifically, there's something really cool. So at the end of the day, you still got to collect things that look awesome from properties or people that you enjoy. So that's still a big part of it. So the autographs are still coming in. A lot of them that are coming in now are ones that I ordered a year ago, maybe even more than that, maybe 2 years ago, depending on the company, depending on the signer, and they've been kind of slowly trickling in now. I haven't really placed any big orders for any new people that have been announced by these different signing companies over the last year, maybe even the last year and a half. With the exception, I did place orders for Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul through Swagyu, because I don't have any Breaking Bad autographs in my collection right now, so I thought it was a great opportunity to get that done. And of course, as I'm filming this, right before I filmed this earlier in the day, Swagyu announced they're finally going to be doing that signing with Pedro Pascal. They announced that second signing back in 2021, so it's been almost 4 years. It was somewhere in the middle of 2021, so it's been almost 4 years since they announced that signing. We've been waiting for him to finally sit down and sign. Of course, he's one of the busiest men in all of Hollywood, between Mandalorian, between Gladiator 2 recently, Last of Us, Fantastic Four, all these different projects of movies and TV shows he's been put in. He hasn't had the time to sit down, and finally he's going to sit down and sign, and people are going to have the opportunity to actually order that were not there 4 years ago when the order originally went up. So it's a great opportunity for everyone all together. So that is super exciting. Natalie Portman just recently came in. I got 2 new pieces from the second signing ever with her. I finally got a MCU piece, and I also got a modeling shot from her. So that completes Natalie Portman for me. I have my Star Wars shots, I have those other shots, and then that's it for her. That's all I need in my collection, so I'm happy that I had that opportunity to add her. And then I'm just waiting for a few other random things to come in. Taika Waititi finally came in. That was another one that was maybe 3-4 years ago that was announced, and I placed that order, and we finally got those pieces in, so I'm really happy how those turned out. I got a couple different pieces. I totally forgot what I ordered because of how many years and time went by, but those pieces look fantastic, and I'm really happy how they turned out. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at when it comes to the comic books and autographs. Comic books there hasn't really been anything super crazy that have come in. I got a few Spider-Man books last year, but overall I've been really focusing and very picky when I go to comic shows, and if I don't find what I'm looking for, I just walk away and I end up buying nothing. Whereas in the past I might have went and just bought something for the sake of being there, but now I'm very specific that I'm there specifically for my Spidey books. I'm there to find the keys that I want to find, that whether it be Spidey or otherwise, and if I don't find them, then I don't spend any money. That's kind of just the natural progression, I feel, for most collectors that have been in the collecting community for a long time, is that in the beginning or even in the middle, you kind of go through the ups and downs of, okay, now I want to go and just, okay, spend. I'm going to buy all these things. These things are awesome. I'm going to grab all these things, find all this wonderful stuff to buy. Isn't this cool? Isn't this cool? Isn't this cool? You're bouncing around all over the place, and you're just like, okay, I'm going to buy this. While I'm here, I might as well buy something, wherever it is. And then eventually you get to the point where you have so much stuff that's just hanging around you. No matter whether you're focused on one specific type of thing, or you have so many different things like I have done, myself, being honest, whether you have all these different things, or whether it be a situation where you finally get to that point that, you know what? Why do I need to have all of these things? Why can't I just pinpoint to the stuff I love the most, the stuff that means the most to me, the stuff that, if that's the way you look at it, that holds the most value for you, whether that be in the sense of money or whether that be emotional value, and focus on those things. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. That's where I am. I have a family, and I need to think about, okay, how can I still follow my passion of collecting, but also mix it together with how I spend time with my family, how that affects my family, outside of just my own personal spending habits, and outside of what I really want to reach towards and what I want to add to my collection. Does this make sense for that time? That's just one of those thoughts that you get to, and one of those things that come across your mind when the time comes that you start a family or you start growing that family more on top of that initial kind of stage of that. So it's those different levels. And I'm sure maybe even in a few years, I might come back again here and I might make another video that I post to this channel that says, hey guys, great news. I'm back collecting all of these things again. I've added all these things. I have all this. Maybe I have more space, or maybe I have the same space. And I say, oh wait, look, we added all these other things. Here's more videos about this. We might get there, but you never know because it kind of ebbs and flows. That's just the life of collecting, no matter what that collecting thing may be. But other than everything I've kind of mentioned so far here, the last thing I kind of want to leave everybody with is what is the state of our channel and what the future of our channel really holds. Because I'm sure a lot of you who have been following me from the early days of our channel when we were talking about hot toys, comic books, autographs, all those things. For those of you who have stuck with us as we've changed the type of content that we present here on our channel, I truly appreciate every single one of you that have stuck with the channel and really helped us grow here. And for those of you who are new to our channel, who they weren't there in the collecting days and kind of joined us more in the Disney theme park era, I appreciate every single one of you as well. Welcome here, and I'm hoping that instead of just the Disney park videos, you enjoy some of the other content that I have some ideas for that is coming down the line throughout the rest of this year and into the future. So speaking to that, you already know, and you've seen on our channel since end of the summer 2024, early fall 2024, we have been focused primarily on videos about the history of different theme park attractions or different theme park experiences, whether that be Disney World, Disneyland, Universal Studios, Hollywood, or Florida, those different types of attractions and experiences, as I mentioned. Now, that experience of going through and collecting all of this information, doing this research, watching all these different videos and interviews and learning all these stories about what went into all these different things has really invigorated, is kind of the word, invigorated my passion for creating videos on this platform. And whether some videos do better than others, of course, depending on the topic, depending on the situation, all that types of factors that go into it, no matter what it may be, at the end of the day, the enjoyment that I personally get out of creating these videos, putting them together, doing all of the stuff up front, editing the videos, and then posting them, I have gotten more joy out of that than any video I did prior to doing those. And because of that, that's kind of where the focus of our channel is going to continue to go into the future, is in those types of videos. However, one of the thoughts that I've kind of had here, and for those of you who are still watching our video right now, I want to know in the comments below and kind of get your thoughts as well. Some of the things that I've thought up in my mind over the last few months and kind of seeing some fellow YouTubers and reading different things online, and of course just my thoughts as I'm putting together the videos we've done so far, is maybe doing more kind of overarching pop culture related history videos. Now, we did our Universal versus Nintendo video, which is one of the videos I am the most proud of any video I've ever done in my time of being a filmmaker. I've been making films personally since I was 12 years old, making little short films with my action figures at home, all the way up to starting making movies with actors about 20 years ago. It's hard to believe. It was 2005. I made my first movie with quote-unquote actors, my friends from school. But out of all the time that I've been making films, short films, full films, all those types of things, I have been so proud of the type of content I've been able to create here for you guys on the channel, and I hope you're enjoying it as well. And that Universal versus Nintendo is one of the ones I'm most proud of, and one of our recent videos about the Disney theme park icons is just at a completely different level of my comfortability, and I was so happy and so proud of how it turned out at the end of the day. Now, of course, there's still room for improvement with all these things, but I'm so happy how these videos have turned out. And I want to take all the things I've learned as an editor, a lot of the things I've learned about the style of YouTube and these types of videos, and apply that to not just theme parks, but to movies and television and different experiences around the country that are not Disney, that are not Universal, and all those types of things. And if that's something you guys are interested in learning about, let us know. We also have our Elmer McCurdy video that we posted here, The Corpse at the Carnival, which was something completely different too, going into more of the darker side of history, something that is a little bit more adult, per se, that is a little that darker side of YouTube things. I enjoyed putting that video together too, something very different than the rest of our content, and something that I want to focus on those types of videos, focusing on things that are outside of the typical theme park history stuff, and more of the pop culture and history of the world and these types of experiences and different entertainment specific things, but at the same time bringing them back to the connection of collecting, bringing it to comic books, autographs, theme park memorabilia, all those types of things. This year, on July 17th, 2025, is the 70th anniversary of Disneyland. I will be in Disneyland on the 17th. I'm going that whole weekend, and I'm going to be spending time there on the actual day of the anniversary, taking video, photos, and all this different stuff that I'm going to be using for material past July of this year. And then leading up to July of this year, I will be posting here on the channel different videos about the history of Disneyland. And I'm trying to put together some topics that are ones that, of course, there are tons of Disney YouTubers online that talk about the history of Disneyland. And I'm sure a lot of these topics have been discussed before, but I'm trying to find unique ways to bring up some more, use that word again, unique topics. Ones that are not the most commonly talked about. There may be videos on there, and I know that there are a lot of great YouTubers that have made some quality ones, but at the same time, videos that are a little bit more outside of the typical just specific attraction or specific thing from there. So keep an eye out for those videos coming starting this upcoming month and moving forward until July of this year. And of course, past of July, once we go to Disneyland, we're going to take a lot of video and photos and use that for some great content that will be coming for you through the rest of 2025 and into the foreseeable future as well. So we have a lot of really super exciting things to look forward to. And of course, we also have Epic Universe opening up this year at Universal in Florida. I will not be attending Epic Universe this year. At least that's not the plan as I'm recording this right now. But because of that super excitement of the brand new park, I will be talking about other topics in relation to what we're going to see at Epic Universe leading up to the opening and probably past that as well. We did post that video about the Universal Monsters at theme parks. I have that video and the one I talked about before with Universal versus Nintendo. Those are kind of as the lead up to some of the different topics discussed in relation to Epic Universe. So keep an eye on those videos as well if you haven't watched them already. But that's kind of where I wanted to talk about today, talk about the state of the channel, get here in front of the camera again, since it's been a long time since I've kind of looked at you guys right here in the camera and talked to you face to face, a little bit about what we have planned for the channel, what's coming in the future, some of my rambling thoughts here. I truly, truly appreciate every single one of you. Those of you who have been here since the beginning, those of you who have just recently joined us, and of course, to anybody watching this that has just joined us in the future, I truly appreciate every single one of you, and we are looking to bring you even some more incredible content and continue to grow in quality as you guys are able to join us here on the channel. Now, we do have one other thing I want to mention too, speaking to that. We do have the ability to become a member of our channel, and by joining as a member of our channel, you can support and be able to allow our channel to continue to grow, and you'll get some additional perks as well. You can check that out by clicking the join button here on our video and of course on our channel, so you can learn more about the opportunities as becoming a partner with our channel and allowing us to grow and bring some more great content to you in the very near future and beyond. Thank you also for sticking around this long and listening to me ramble on here to the camera, to you, and learning everything about our channel, the future, and everything in between. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And as always, keep on collecting.